policymakers, bringing policymakers together, but also opening, as you were saying, that channel with statisticians, joint work as the MPPN.
Well, I think the MPPN has done well in getting the statisticians around the room to start measuring things multidimensionally, and encouraging and seeing politicians in the space. What is still lacking are planners. Because it's one thing to talk to politicians and talk to statisticians. The key ingredient of making this work is your planners. And that's why I'm saying multidimensional poverty indices tell you what is happening, you can observe, but to do something about it, you need planners to bring it together. So the network, I think, needs the planning environment, and therefore have to embed the process into planning instruments, or make these instruments as part and parcel of the planning instruments. That way the organic link across systems of evidence, systems of decisions, and bringing the evidence and the decision together as a plan and implementation requires that you have to have a body of people who actually plan. And that gap has to be sorted out.
What do you think is the role that the network has played for governments who are in the process of developing their NPIs, who are in the early stages?
What the question?
What's the role of the MPPN network for governments who are in early processes of developing their national measures?
Oh no, I mean, in terms of mobilizing the first crop of countries and annually building, how many do we have members of the MPPN now? It's how many countries?
There are 53 now.
53, and they're going to 200. As I say, I mean, MPPN is not, and MPI is not only relevant for developing countries that are poor, but given demographic shifts, understanding the challenges from a multidimensional point of view is the strength of the MPPN. Therefore, the network has to advance that and do more research, in particular around how do you plan for multidimensionality, because that's, I think, more important. But as it is for now, of course, it's poverty. But in the future, it should be multidimensional. I would say the instruments as applied lend themselves to looking at multidimensionality as an approach towards securing planning for life and monitoring outcomes. And that I think is what will happen and eventuate in the future. Not only for poverty, but as tools for planning.
Okay, I think it was